to my channel. My name is Laura. I am back home. I was at my parents' house for a few days, but today is day 6 of Booktubeathon, and the challenge for today is to tell you my favorite book. If you have been watching my channel, you know what my favorite book is. You probably could guess it, but I will give you a little synopsis. When I was in high school, I struggled with reading. I did not like reading at all. I was reading was my hardest subject. I was always a math whiz, but reading always gave me some problems. So I didn't like reading. I hated reading the books they told us to read. I just hated it. But there is one book that got me into reading, and I remember reading this book, and once I read this book, I had to read every single book that she wrote, and I was reading and reading and reading, and she does write problematic books. So this is a problematic adult book that I read in my teens in the 1980s. It is way back when, you know, in the 80s. That's like 40-something years ago. This book, I still remember reading it. So I do have a newer copy of this book. I don't have the original copy. The original copy has a little like a flap with an opening, but I don't have that one. So I have a newer copy, and I have Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews. She is my all-time favorite author. She's got me into reading. I like to read dark books, and she had my attention from page 1, and I had to read this whole thing. Yeah, so this one is my all-time favorite book. So if you've been watching my channel, you realize you know this story already. The first date in the 1987 is when I met my husband, and we went to see Flowers in the Attic in the theater. And my husband to this day still teases me because he said it was the worst movie he ever saw, and he will not let me pick out movies since that day. He always teases me. But yeah, Flowers in the Attic is the movie that I brought him to, and he hated it. So this is my all-time favorite book, and I know there's a lot of problematic things in here. There is incest between brother and sister. There is child abuse in here, but this book I could not put down. I read this when I was 17 or 18 years old, and yeah, she got me into reading, and then I wanted to read and read and read just her books. So yeah, I like dark and creepy, so that's me. And to this day I still like dark and creepy, so yeah, so this is my favorite book.